Hello everyone. Boy, y'all see that? Look at my head. I'm bald headed. Like, postpartum ain't no joke. I'm losing hair. I am pissed. That's a whole nother video I will get into. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now so you get back to the video. It's your girl Jazmin Dennise here, back with another video. I'm trying not to be so loud because, as you can see, I have a human, a tiny human. So, you know, hold on. Hello. It's your girl Jazmin Dennise here, back with another video. And if you have not done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then like, comment, share, do whatever. But I really want to make an announcement that I gained a lot of new subscribers. Hello, new people. How are you? And I feel very appreciative. Like, people really want to watch me. Wow, crazy. I'm Jazmin, of course. That's my name. So, I am making this video because it's long overdue. I think the last video that was posted was 2 weeks ago. And I feel like it's time for a new one. It's kind of hard getting videos out because she is now about to be 2 months soon. I started back working and I'm in school. I'm constantly tired. So I'm trying to figure out ways, and I'm also doing nails still. So it's like I'm trying to juggle everything all at once. And I'm like, okay, I need to make a video because I've been noticing I'm getting a lot of subscribers. And I reached 200. Oh my gosh. To a lot of people, that's not a lot, but to me, that's a lot because I've literally been on YouTube. I don't even know how long. And it was hard. Like, I tried different things, different aspects of things to try to get my channel going, and it wasn't working. But obviously, the mommy stuff is going. So I'm going to stick to that. So the whole delivery, I would say it was hard because this is my first child, so I've never been pregnant before, delivered, anything. So everything was very new to me. So we're gonna back it up. We're gonna back it up. So I want to say, okay, she was born the 18th, so the 16th. I don't know. I didn't really post many videos or pictures of me in this style, but I had very, very, very long soft locks. I did them myself. And 2 days prior of delivering, I didn't know I was gonna deliver because my water did break, but we're talking about beforehand. I had soft locks in, and I ended up having an allergic reaction to the hair. I was trying to manage it. It hurt really badly, but literally because the 18th was a Thursday, so Tuesday night, I just couldn't do it. I literally woke up out of my sleep and it felt like somebody was slicing my head open. It felt horrible. It was on fire. It was itchy, but I couldn't scratch because every time I touched my scalp, it burned. And I had no like wart, skin wasn't dry, nothing. It was just my scalp was just red, but it felt more than what it looked like. So we took that out, and I'm gonna throw this in here because I feel some kind of way, and she might watch this. It's my mama. So while I was sleeping and I woke up in excruciating pain, I called her in my room. She thinking like my water broke or something. No, I wanted my locks out. I was in so much pain, y'all. And she comes in and she's helping me take them out. And I even told her, and I think I jinxed it because I was like, do not cut a braid. I want to say not even 5 seconds later, she told me, oh shit. I don't even know what time it was. It probably was 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She said that, and my eyes shot open as I'm taking my hair out. And I'm like, what? She's talking, I cut a braid. Y'all, the panic. I literally was like, I was like that. I was so distraught. Y'all, look at the picture. I was crying. It was already done, braid already gone. There's nothing you can do about it, right? So I end up like looking everywhere, like, okay, I need my hair done, I need some kind of braid. So I was like, I just need my hair put away so I do not have to deal with it with a newborn. Who wants to do with their hair with a newborn? I don't. Because you're already tired. You're trying to get used to having a baby, getting used to working a totally different schedule than you're used to. Like, I don't want to fit hair in it. So fast forward the next day, Wednesday, I was getting my hair done. I found the styles. They did travel braids, which you saw in the labor and delivery video. I wasn't a fan of the braids, not because they weren't done right. I just don't like the style because I look like a child. But I just got them done so my hair could be put up. So fast forward to that Wednesday night after I got them done, my water did actually break around 5:30 in the morning, I want to say. And you up? So my water did break around like 5:30 in the morning. As you saw in the video, I tried to record as much as I can. When I woke up, I was asleep. It woke me up out of my sleep instantly. I thought I peed on myself. Like, I really thought I did. And I was about to get mad. Like, oh, I just peed on myself. I'm too old to be peeing on myself. But I didn't. So I went to the bathroom, as you can see in the video. We probably didn't get to the hospital till, because it was like 5:30, 5:45. We getting ready. I took a shower because, of course, like, my water broke. But it wasn't dramatic like you would see in movies or some people's stories. They had very dramatic, like, gush of fluid. Mine wasn't like that. It was like trinkles. Like, it felt like pee. Like, you just, like, you had a tinkle type. So it was funny, like, them little cervical checks, which I be feeling mad violated about. When she checked, I wasn't dilated or anything. So I'm like, oh, shoot. So she chilling in there. But, so we get to the hospital, I want to say around 7:15 a.m., 7 a.m. And we go in there, and they put us in this room, and they're just, well, we got to make sure your water broke. Man, I'm in here with a whole diaper on. What you mean? So she's checking me. Mind you, the nurse was really sweet. I just didn't understand why you had to check that when I'm literally with a diaper on because I'm leaking. So, but yeah, so she put the little IV in and blah blah blah, and they was checking my contractions. We was probably in that room for maybe like an hour, so it was like 8:15 or something like that by the time we went into the actual labor and delivery room. So we didn't really do much. I just laid there because my contractions weren't bad. It just felt like I had like a little tummy ache, like I gotta go poop. That's what it felt like. So I fell asleep for a little bit. When we got in the room, I was chilling, and that's when as you can see, I was sitting in my I was sitting in the room, and I was bouncing on the ball for a little bit. And I want to say at that point, it was like, fast forward, it was like 10 something. Like, I really wasn't doing nothing because the contractions weren't really kicking in like that. And they asked me, like, do you want an epidural? And I said, well, I want to see how far I can get before I ask for it. But y'all, with my soft flaws giving me that allergic reaction, I barely slept for already 3 days. So I really had barely any sleep, and I was really, really tired. And once I was admitted into the hospital, I couldn't eat nothing but ice. So I literally ate that morning around like 5 something, and at this point it's 10 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, but I can't eat. All I can eat is ice, and I don't really eat ice. It's not my thing. So we in the room, I'm bouncing on the ball, and then I started noticing the contractions started kicking in a little bit more, and I was like, okay, I gotta go pee. So I go to the bathroom, I'm peeing, and I'm trying to like breathe as I'm peeing because the contractions were kicking in, but it weren't that bad to the point like I was, oh my God, like I wasn't doing all that. It was like, I gotta breathe. Like I had to concentrate a little bit, and I was fine. So when I finally got back to the bed and stuff like that, they checked me, they put me on Pitocin. I also was, Strep B positive, which Every pregnant woman has to go through it. They check your little lady your pocketbook. They check your little pocketbook to make sure if you're strep B positive or negative. If you're positive, they give you penicillin at the hospital. It's not dirty. It doesn't mean it's just something that's just down there. It's harmless to us, but it could be very harmful to your baby. So I was strep B positive, so I had to get penicillin as well. I was on Pitocin, penicillin. I had my IVs hooked up. I was hooked up to a lot of stuff. But the contractions started reeling in, and I remember they checked me. I probably was at like 2 centimeters. I want to say they checked me around 11. It was like 2, 3, and then I'm like, okay, I want to go to sleep, cause since I'm not eating, I'm about to be a bitch, cause I'm hungry. It's been more than 5-6 hours. I'm hungry, and it's reaching like 12. I did go to sleep for a little bit, but I keep waking up because the contractions, and it got to the point I was getting frustrated because I was starving. My stomach was growling, and on top of that, so I was just like, and then it got to the point the contractions started to make me nauseous, and I told myself, if I start throwing up, I'm going to get epidural, because I literally hate throwing up, because it makes me dehydrated, it gives me a headache. I hate throwing up. And oh yeah, I did get nauseous when I was using the bathroom too, but yeah, I was getting nauseous. So I was just like, give me the epidural, because it felt like I was getting nauseous every so often. Like nothing, I never threw up, but I was getting nauseous. So they finally gave me the epidural, and by then they checked me again, because I was feeling, they checked me again, and I was around 4. And then I finally went to sleep. I probably woke up around 6, and I started feeling a lot of pressure, and I'm like, okay, it feels like I gotta poop, and I can't get off the bed. So I was like, Mom, it feels like I gotta poop really badly. Like, it's a lot of pressure. It's not in my back, it's in my butt. I'm like, I'm about to poop. They gonna have to clean me up. So I'm like, okay. So they come in, and when you get an epidural, they gotta put the little thing in your little hole so you could pee. So they put that in, and that's when they checked me again, because it was like, you feel pressure and blah blah blah. So they made sure to see how far along, and I was still at like 4 centimeters, and 3 or 4, and they're like, oh, you're not progressing. So they emptied my bladder, and it was like, maybe your bladder's in the way. As soon as they emptied my bladder, y'all, in the next hour, I shot up to 8 centimeters. And then 30 minutes later, I shot up to 9. At that point, it's like 7. Well, yeah, an hour later, it was like 7 something. And now, like 7:30, 7:40, and then 7:30. And then maybe another 30 minutes later, I shot to literally like 10 centimeters. Like, it went like that. I think what stopped it was because my bladder was in the way. So they was like, by then it's like 8 something. I think it's like 8:15 when I started pushing. And they was like, oh my gosh. Bruh, when I say the epidural did wear off a little bit, so I started feeling a little more pain, but I think I was just over it. I'm like, okay. So I don't know if all hospitals, I feel like maybe all or maybe most, they had like the big mirrors above you so you can watch your delivery. I was so out of it because, y'all, I haven't ate in over 12 hours at this point. I haven't ate in 12 hours. I'm exhausted. I couldn't keep my eyes open. So I didn't care to watch it because I was just too tired. So I'm pushing. Mind you, pushed at 8:15. I pushed for 2 hours. She came at 10:17, y'all. But I'm pushing. And I think you gotta do like 3 sets. Okay, so each round, on every contraction, you have to push 3 times for 10 seconds. It's like, y'all. My little ass was over there struggling. I'm like, how the you doing this? So I'm literally sitting there like pushing. I do good on the one. They like, oh, good job. This is the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when by the time I get to the third push, yo, my energy gone. I can't push. I don't even know when. I didn't know we was pushing for 2 hours because it didn't feel like 2 hours, but it did feel like it was forever, but it didn't feel like it was 2 hours worth of pushing. So my doctor was like, okay, come on, you got it. And this is when I knew I was getting the attitude because I was already hungry, I'm tired, and I'm in pain. Everybody was like, you gotta push. I'm like, I am pushing. I'm like, what the fuck you think I'm doing? I ain't sucking in. I ain't sucking the baby in. Stop telling me you gotta push. I know what the hell I'm doing. My body just tired. So I literally did say that, and I felt bad, but like, what do you want me to do? I don't have no energy. I'm tired. So I'm pushing, and my doctor was like, maybe this was like maybe a halfway in. My doctor was like, okay, if you can't get her out, because they was like, she's right there. Like, okay, here's the hole, and her head was like right here. So my mom said you saw a little swirl of hair stick out. So she's like right here. And my doctor was like, if you can't get her out, we have to use a vacuum. So I'm like, okay. I'm telling myself, like, you can do this. But it got to the point I was extremely exhausted. I had to use the oxygen mask because it felt like I couldn't breathe because I was so dehydrated. Like, I was trying to swallow. And it was just a lot. So I was like, give me this damn oxygen mask. I can't breathe. So I'm like, and then I'm pushing. And my doctor's like, you got it. I'm like, bro, I said, please get the vacuum, please. So I felt bad because I really wanted to push her on myself, but my body was so tired. So she was like, okay, you sure? And I'm like, get the vac. And she did an amazing job. She didn't tear my baby head up, nothing. Like, because some doctors, I've been hearing horror stories about vacuums. My daughter did an amazing job. She didn't harm my baby. But yeah, so she did the vacuum and pushing. I think it was the last 3 sets of pushing. And she's like, okay, you got this. I did the first one. Then the second one. Then the third one. That ring of fire ain't no joke, because the epidural did start wearing off a little bit. So boy, you fit it sting. It stings a lot. I get why it's called the ring of fire. But she was like, you got one more push in you? I almost said, hell no. We gonna wait till my next contraction. Everybody was like, no, you can do one more push. No, you really want to do one more push. I'm like, let's go. Cause y'all making me mad now because I didn't want to do it. Luckily, I'm glad I did it. So I did that one push and she just came right out. I'm glad she didn't get like hit and then they had to push the shoulder out. Like, no, she came right out. It was like relief. My body felt great. And I see why when people say you get that adrenaline rush when you have the baby. Yeah, all of a sudden I wasn't tired no more. I'm like, yeah. And so like with that part, I wasn't able to really record that part, mainly because if you know, I do record on my phone, like I'm recording on my phone now. My boyfriend is in the military. He is stationed not here. So he FaceTimed me and he was watching while I was giving birth, so I wasn't able to record that. And in a way, I'm kind of happy I didn't, because it was kind of like a personal thing since he wasn't able to be there. I didn't really want to film that, so I wasn't too mad about it. It's whatever. So, yeah. And then after that, she was out. I did tear. I had 2nd-degree tear plus a right labial tear. So I tore this way as well as this way. What that? Yeah, okay, so yeah, think of it the right. So yeah, on my right side, it tore like at an angle too. So when she came out, it's like it just split. So yeah, 2nd-degree tear plus a right labial tear. I had to get stitches. I pooped on the table. That's kind of a given with most moms. Maybe not all moms poop, but I pooped. I felt it come out. I felt embarrassed because y'all, it was a moment I was pushing. I looked up because like I said, my eyes was closed. I did look up and I swore it was like 15 heads in there. It probably wasn't 15, but it was a lot of heads. And I'm like, damn, y'all looking at my cooch. Like it's the IMAX. Like, why are we? And I think it was like 1 or 2 students, nurse students, and there was a nurse beside me, a nurse right here, a nurse next to the doctor, 2 nurses near the baby bed. It was just so many people. I'm like, I don't like how y'all looking at my cooch. And I pooped on the table. I'm so embarrassed. Like, why are y'all? But yeah, I did tear, but it wasn't, I don't know, y'all. I was on ibuprofen. They gave me hydrocortisone. They gave me the whole 9, the big diaper pads with the ice pack and the undies, and we was in the room for 2 days. The food was schmackable. We was chilling. She was born March 18th. 19 inches, 6 pounds, 7 ounces at 10:17 p.m. I remember because March 18th is my favorite holiday now. I'm surprised she just knocked out. Maybe because she hears my voice. Maybe that's what's soothing her. Because I would have thought because she did wake up for a little bit and she felt like to sleep. But honestly, being a mom is great. It's cool outside of being tired. Because I don't even know how I'm up right now. I'm running on good 2 to 3 hours of sleep. And I had class today. I had a test this morning. I even took another test. There we go. But, so yeah. If you have not done so yet, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.